Studio B. This guy's amazing. How one drummer is revolutionizing how he teaches the craft. You're not going to believe how he does it. He doesn't even have to be there.
Morning, everybody. It's 4:30 a.m. Here in Sacramento, and as you can tell, I'm not really all that awake. But I'm getting ready. I got to go do a TV show thing, like interview and play thing. So here's extra snare. That's the kit I'm bringing. I even got cases for some of the drums. Just finished warming up on my Go Anywhere practice kit. So yeah, it's a little early. I have to start playing on the news at 7 a.m. Rad.
Plus, we have a very special drummer in our studio today with a very unique way of teaching these lessons. This is so cool. Really looking forward to this. KCRA3 reports at 7 a.m. on KQCA. My 58 starts right now. Big show. As for Adrienne, she's getting some drumming lessons.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool hook, too.
I think this is my most loved instrument. If I was to pick my favorite instrument, it would be drums. Mike Johnston, the perfect person to teach me and everybody else at home how to play. And he's become famous in his own right just because of what you do. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
This is cool. Okay, you were a professional musician.
Correct.
You toured all around the world. And now basically you do exactly what you love from the comfort of a computer to people all around the world.
Correct, yeah. So I, kind of left the touring life because I fell in love with teaching more than touring, and I wanted to teach and give other people the chance to kind of have their dream. Touring wasn't my dream, but I know it's a lot of people's dreams. So I started doing that, and then kind of developed a system to do it live online, kind of like a normal TV broadcast, and I was just trying to help out a couple people, and all of a sudden
it became a fad. You are now a drum guru to many people, including our general manager, Elliot. Now, how did you basically get the word out to people? Hey, is this word of mouth?
I think it was through YouTube and other video sites. I would put up video drum lessons of myself, little 5-minute clips that I just felt, would help somebody. And I thought this would be great if I had 200 views or 300 views, and all of a sudden I had 600,000 views, and I was going like,
this is nuts.
This is crazy. How is this happening? And then I kind of really wanted to take some serious responsibility for it and say, okay, I'm going to make a website that just does this, and I can feel good about the kids in different countries that don't have drum teachers.
And you do this, and you do charge for it. You charge really low rates for it.
Yeah, it's $19.99 a month for the month of lessons, and it's 12 lessons a month on our site, mikeslessons.com, and they're live. Like you're in New Zealand, and you ask me a question. You say, how do I get better technique with my left hand? And I hold up my stick and say, well, Bob, in New Zealand, here's how you do it. And I get to show them instantly
Why don't you show us now? How do you get better technique with your left hand?
Well, a lot of people use way too much arm. It's a huge muscle. There's no speed in your arm. So if you want to get some fast motion, you use your fingers. So you grab the stick at the top, and then you play it without moving your wrist on your forearm, and that'll teach you to use your fingers rather than your wrist. So if
your reflexes,
if I'm in a car and not driving, of course.
Right, at the stoplight with the foot on the brake.
Then I can just use my fingers, and then that'll give me the same thing on the drum kit, and I'll be using a faster muscle.
And that's what's cool about you, too, is you're very basic, you're very practical. Your lessons speak to, again, all these people, 162 countries, thousands of students now.
Yeah, I have to keep it very simple because of the language barrier. So
it's awesome.
Yeah, well, thank you.
And it's in Sacramento. He's based right here. So why don't you play for us, because we'd love to hear you just rock out a little bit.
You got it. You got it.
Do whatever you want. What are you going to play?
I'll just play a little quick solo for you.
Okay.
Short solo, just for you guys.
All right, here's Mike Johnston. Arena is getting ready for its annual Rose Parade.
Plus, check him out. We are putting our musical talents to the test with a local drummer. Says he can teach you how to drum in New Zealand, if that's where you live. We'll tell you how coming up.
Like this drummer extraordinaire, and he's willing to teach you no matter what country or planet you're on, essentially.
Absolutely.
How to play the drums, because
You don't even have to be with your student to teach them.
No.
How does this work?
Well, I mean, honestly, the way I saw it was I saw the Chicago Cubs kind of doing this with their fans, and I thought if I could do this for drums, this would just be
Chicago
amazing.
Cubs were teaching their fans to drum?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's huge in the Chicago area.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't heard about it.
Absolutely.
But no, they were, kind of letting their fans interact, and so I got a hold of some different companies and found the software I needed to broadcast live lessons, but let the people in different countries talk to me via a chat screener. So I have a chat screener in the room. They tell her all of their questions.
Sure.
And then she asks them over a mic, and then I answer their questions.
How many subscribers do you think you have right now?
A little over 1,000, and then we have about 5,000 or 6,000 people that are buying or using our site for the other services that we have too.
So essentially, you're making a decent living doing this right now, yeah? Finally?
I have a different car.
Very cool.
My Yugo has been retired.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so we're looking at some video of you teaching here, and it is amazing. I've looked at your website, and you literally do, and you're very conversational. Not everybody could do this.
It is tough to talk to a camera and make, I mean, you have to, there's 1,000 people watching, and you have to, well, many more for you, but you get the idea, yeah.
Well, if you've got 1,000 subscribers, is this a one-on-one lesson at different times of the day? I mean, you glued to your drum set?
The way it works is I try to do 7 p.m. for every major market. So I do South Africa in the morning, then I do the UK a little bit after that. So it's pretty much wherever you live, when you get home, there's a live lesson. And so that's on mikeslessons.com, and then I do the East Coast and the West Coast. And then when it's done, it goes into an archive where if you miss the live lesson, you can watch it as many times as you want.
And do you honestly believe you can teach? I mean, well, obviously you can, because you are teaching. Is it from a beginner even to somebody that's more intermediate, even like kind of early advanced?
Absolutely. So the way it works is Sunday is beginner lesson, then Monday is intermediate lesson, then Wednesday is advanced to pro lesson.
Very cool. So play a little bit for us, man.
How about I teach you something?
Okay.
And you don't have to play, but if we had 4 hits, just 4 hits, and we did 2 straight, right, left, and then crossed our hand, right, left, that would be the end of every rock concert you've ever seen.
And then thank you, Cleveland.
Absolutely. You want to see it?
Absolutely.
All right. Here we go.
Nice.
Thank you, Cleveland.
Thank you, Cleveland. My producer was just talking in my ear at that moment. Are we out of time, or we got a little more? 20 seconds here, real quick.
All right.
Drum roll. What's the hardest thing you do for a drum roll? What do you do? Just loose wrists? Or?
Absolutely. 2 hits in a row. Right, right, left, left. That's it. Check it out.
All right. You keep that going, and we're going to send it to break. By the way, Mike Johnston, we got a link to his website on our website. Mike, thank you so much, man.
Thank you for having me.
You've got a very cool enterprise going. Congrats.
Thanks so much.
All right. Back to you, Adrian.
What up, guys? So that was the day at the news station. That was a ton of fun. My eyes are a little bloodshot. I've never actually been up at 4:30 in the morning on purpose, and definitely never had to play drums at 6 a.m. That was chaotic, but it was a total blast. And guys, like while I was doing it, I'm sitting there getting interviewed and stuff about all this stuff, and I was thinking, like, I'm so lucky to have you guys, like all the cats from YouTube, all the cats from Facebook, all the cats from mikeslessons.com. Like, we've made this really cool drumming community of people that actually support each other now rather than like battle against each other. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for being on my journey today. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.